Alright, Shalom Yashral, Shalom, Shalom, it's Slaughterhouse. Got the whole crew here. It's part 2, basically. I was in such a rush that I forgot to mention, just to add a few more things to the Holocaust thing. Well, actually, just one main thing. The video. I go watch this documentary. Check this out. Go watch this. Dude. It's called Judea Declares War on Germany from Dr. Frederick Tobin. Okay? Right? Check it. Okay? Freely broadcast on TV or shown. So this is, dedicated to Ernst Zundel and all that stuff. This thing breaks the Holocaust down so hardcore. Everything I read is proven. These fools had it made, man. This guy's a liar, talking about how they were burning thousands of bodies on a pit when that's physically impossible. There's so much stuff in here. Go watch it. Go research it, man. Just go research it. You know what I'm saying? Go research it. Judea declares war on Germany. Take it off, Hawk?
Yep.
Be careful, man. Shalom. So here we go. So, go check this out. Holocaust. Oh, and Anne Frank, the Anne Frank diaries, were fake as hell. So, yeah, that was another thing. Half of them, or whatever, ballpoint pens didn't even exist then. Look it up. Just look it up, man. Look it up. Do some research, man. You know what I'm saying? So, guess we could end it, that little section. Oh, lordy. Okay, let me see that Bible. Yeah. Okay, so we have this thing. It's called a Holy Bible. NAB Omega, right? This is a Catholic Bible. Holy Bible, right? So called. New American, right? Let's see. This one to get Secret Antiquities. See, here we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give a little bit of a testimony. My wife Shara is gonna give. She's Shara Namar on YouTube for everybody that knows. On the comment board, slaughtering people up. But anyway, she's going to give a little testimony about her experience with the Catholic Church, because she's got some interesting things to say. So we're not going to say the name of the school, but it's a Mother Mary worshiping cult, right? This Catholic school. How long did you go to school there for?
9 years, kindergarten through 8th grade.
Kindergarten through 8th grade?
Most of everybody that I went to school with continued on to Pius.
Yeah.
The Catholic high school.
Yeah, there's a Catholic high school in Albuquerque, and their symbol is an X. It's called St. Pius, and then the school down here is actually St. Mary's. So they worship Mary down here in Blinn, and then they
once a year they actually crown a statue of Mary.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do that ritual. What is that? They crown a statue. May crowning. Mind you, this school that she went to, it's located on a cemetery.
Well, it's got the whole thing there. It's the church, the cemetery, the school, the community center.
Yeah, but it's creepy because you see the church up front. And then just right in the back of the church, there's just a graveyard, and kids play,
The kids from the school, practice football in their little games.
Yeah.
Fields across from it.
Do they? Yeah. See, they practice in the fields across from a cemetery with all of these phallic crosses and all this stuff. Did you find something? Or what? All right. So we'll pull out a scripture here in a few. But so this school has well, it's a church. It's a giant church, and then it's got a school attached to it, and it's got a community center thing attached to it, and then in the back of it, it's this giant cemetery. How's the cemetery laid out? Can you explain it?
Um, it's in kind of a big circle, but there is a section that's the old cemetery,
Yeah.
basically, and that's really rustic and creepy.
So, but how is it said? Don't they have these? What's the stations of the?
Stations of the Cross.
Yeah. So what's the stations of the cross? Explain to everybody for those that don't know Catholicism. What's the stations of the cross?
The Stations of the Cross have to do with the rosary.
So it has to do with the rosary, right? Those little
Yeah.
beads and stuff, right, with the Jesus penis on it.
That's how you know how many times you go around each bead and stuff. There's 10 beads and then an 11th bead that's separate. And
Oh,
then
so it's a
10
specific.
beads. Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
you
So it's
follow.
10 and then 1 and then 10 and then
even
1.
the
So it's
one
all
in the
Kabbalistic.
middle is a different prayer, and then the 3, and then the cross.
Oh, so you're supposed to say a
The
different
whole
prayer
thing.
on each little thing,
Yeah,
or what?
it goes through the whole thing.
Okay,
And
so
each
look,
time you go around,
we got some visuals
it's a
for.
different station.
So each time you go around, it's a different station. Do you have it marked?
I do.
Okay, look. So check it out. So these are the station. Look, the way of the
People
cross.
That's what they do at the rosaries too, like for people.
Yeah. So this is what they do. It's the This is what the passion was. The passion of the Christ,
Yeah,
right?
it's the life events of
It's
Christ,
the life events of Christ.
from being sentenced to death.
Yeah, from being sentenced. So you have the first station of the cross, right? Which is Jesus sentenced to death, okay? You have the second station, which Jesus carries his cross. The third station, where Jesus falls the first time, okay? And it's funny because, look, notice that on these ones, they'll give a scripture, right? Or so-called scriptures. They'll give a Greek testimony, I guess, right? But then on Jesus falls the first time, they give you Isaiah 53 and 5.
Yeah.
So there's no scripture for this. This didn't happen.
Well, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say it. It doesn't say it in there. You know what I mean? So look, Jesus meets blessed by his mother. They give one of their things. The fifth station, Simon helps Jesus carry his cross. They give a quote, right? Now we come to the sixth. Funny how it's 6, right? The sixth station of the cross. What's it called? Veronica wipes the face of Jebus. All right? This is some old Forrest Gump shit, yo. You know? If anybody has seen that movie when that homie rolls up and gives him the shirt and he wipes his face with it and the smiley face, that's the Jesus. That's Jeebus, man. Okay, so explain Veronica.
This is actually on display somewhere in Mexico.
This is on display in Mexico?
Face.
So it's supposed to be a veil, like this person is supposed to be have actually done this, right? This is supposed to be the actual cloth of Veronica wiping the face of Jesus. Can you find this anywhere in the New Testament? Look, this is what they give for it. Look, now these were following him a great crowd of people and of women who were bewailing and lamenting him. Luke 23 and 27. You can look in a concordance, and you will not find the name Veronica.
This adore real Christ and I bless you.
It's what?
The adore real Christ and I bless you. That's the part of the little beads.
Okay, so you would do, okay, so I think I know how you do it. So you do each thing, you do this, right?
Yeah,
so each bead you come across, you say this, the verse, and then what about this R part?
Bead. That's the person who's leading it.
Oh, the reverend, like what or
yeah,
whatever.
And
it's
then whatever, by your holy cross you have redeemed the world is what everybody repeats back.
After everything.
It's really cryptic, yeah.
Yeah, it's real creepy, right? And so tell us about what you went through.
It's just like a big monotone congregation.
Yeah, tell us about what you went through in that school.
There are what you call 7 sacraments.
Okay.
And everybody, unless you're going on to be a sister or a deacon or a priest,
Yeah.
or any of that, you will do 4 sacraments. Unless you get married, which makes it 6. Or
Okay, wait. So it's 4. So you do 4 sacraments. If you're just normal.
yeah.
If you're just normal,
If
you
you're
just
not
do.
married.
If you're not married, you just do 4. And
you're
then if you're married, you do
it'll be
6.
5.
Oh, it'll
And
be
then
5.
yeah.
Okay,
And then there's the anointing of the sick and then if you're going to be a priest or something, and those are the last 2 sacraments. So only some people will have all 7, because even the anointing of the sick is only when you're like super
so
sick and
the
gonna
anointing
die.
of the sick is the 6th one then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it straight. Just trying to get it straight because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the one that grew up in this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but so what did they make you do in the school? Because didn't they make you
That's
guys?
how you go through it in the school. When, of course, there's baptism that usually happens when people are babies, but if not, then they'll do it when you're 5 in kindergarten.
5 in kindergarten. Wow.
And they do it at the masses. When you go to the school, you have to go to mass every Wednesday.
You have to go to mass every Wednesday, huh?
At the time when I was going, it was only $3,000 per half semester.
Wow. So how many semesters are like?
There's the first semester and then second semester. You know
And
what I mean?
for a half of semester, it was $3,000.
$3,000, yeah. But
So
now my little cousin
so
goes
6,000.
there,
So it was
and
$12,000.
14.
So it was $12,000 total back then, but now it's 14,000.
No, there's
Right.
only 2. There's just the first semester.
Oh,
and the second semester.
okay. You're talking about half the semester. Oh, half the total. Oh,
Before
okay.
Christmas
Salak,
and
that
after
was my
Christmas.
misunderstanding. So you have 2 semesters total, and half of one is $3,000. So $6,000 total.
And that's when I went. Now
that was when you went.
that my little cousin is going, her parents are paying $14,000.
14,000.
Yeah, and by the time I was in 8th grade and graduating, I actually had to help my parents pay. I got what's it called? The academic.
Oh, you got like a scholarship type thing,
yeah.
like a little.
I got a scholarship to my last year.
Oh, okay, I see. So.
Because I was the only Mexican around.
Yeah. You're the only poor Hebrew going to this stupid ass Catholic school.
And even like the rich kids' parents, they would make them do certain things throughout the year. Like there was
because they used to save
stuff. And then
they used to slave drive the parents, right? Like they used to make them do shit, like you said, like the Christmas and stuff like that.
Like, they would have to work at the events.
So not only did the parents have to pay thousands of dollars a semester, but they also had to slave labor for these events, right? Mm-hmm. And because we have this big old festival down here in Belen, and all the festivals that they have them over there at the church, on the church grounds. And every time they have something like that, they make the parents work the events. And it's mandatory.
Plus your $14,000.
Plus your $14,000, which is madness.
They do allow a payment plan.
Oh my god, fucking payment plan with interest or what?
With interest.
Some bullshit. So what? So. Because you went through it, you went all 8, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get baptized either when you're 5 or whatever. But then 2nd grade comes around and you're going to do your first reconciliation, which is the confession.
Okay, so you do a confession, alright.
And you have to learn this whole little thing about how you're sorry for your sins, and like you have to go and literally like tell a priest. And they give you a penance to do, and it's basically just like 4 Hail Marys and Our Father.
Shit.
No, really.
Wow.
And so that's the reconciliation. So then
Hail Mary. That is like the most blasphemous shit, dude. Hail. Wow.
Well, and then because we went to St. Mary's, we were all about Mary. So it was even worse, I think.
Yeah.
Other places.
Because sometimes they have like the Lady of Infinite Sorrow or some fucking shit.
Because when I played volleyball, they We were playing like
Oh, other schools, yeah, all the
yeah.
Christian
The only
schools go
ones
to
that were
other schools.
different were
See,
like
because
Holy
I went to a
Ghost and
Christian,
Ascension.
see, that's how I grew up. I grew up in a Christian school, but I hated it. They used to oppress me, man. They used to make me cut my hair. My hair grew so fast and it just like went out all crazy and shit. So they used to make me trim it. They used to make me cut
I
it
was
off.
never allowed to do nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to do shit either, and I was one of the only brews in that school too, because it was one of them
I'm pretty
private
sure they
schools.
didn't have
My
detention
parents
before
had
me.
to like work their asses off like day and night with like 2 jobs just to try to like put us through school and shit like that. Like
My
your
mom was
mom did the
alone
same
too.
thing, yeah, because your mom used to work at the fucking. But yeah, so they used to slave themselves just to try to give us like a better life when they were just basically sending us to the fucking devil.
I will give the school that they
The basics,
teach.
like the
Yeah,
Genesis
they
stuff,
teach things sooner
like the Noah, yeah, when
than
you're
the
little,
public school,
yeah, for sure. And no,
like
I
math
will,
and
yeah, oh yeah, hell
arithmetic
yeah,
and
even
stuff
in the
like that.
education, yeah, fuck yeah, because I
Because when
remember,
I got to high school, that
oh
was a breeze.
shit, man, I came to Belen in 7th grade, and I was like, bro, all y'all motherfuckers is retarded, like,
I'm pretty sure I
like
didn't have to learn
I didn't
anything
learn
new in high
anything. I
school.
didn't learn anything throughout middle school
Mm,
and high school. I learned like 2 things throughout that whole time. And I learned everything in the first 6 years of going to a private school. And they even taught me, because I
we
went
were
to a
already
Baptist church.
doing Algebra 2 in 8th grade, and they didn't make me do Algebra 2 again until my senior year.
Yeah, well, see, and that's just whack shit like that. But you know what I'm saying, like the witchcraft.
Yeah.
But just like basics, you know what I mean. They teach you. They really do. That's how they get it, because all usually the all the white people send their kids. That's what it was. We were like the only brews amongst a sea of freaking Edomites and shit. And it was, you know,
There was nothing but white people there.
yeah, fuck yeah. Same thing at mine. And mine was a Baptist church school thing. That was the fucked up part. And but what was crazy is they showed us Illuminati shit. That was the mind fuck.
Ours did not.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you guys are Catholics. But, you know, ours, mine, you know, it was a Christian Bella Vista friggin'
That was a
stupid
nice big
shit.
slap in the face.
Yeah, and this stupid freaking place, man, you know what I'm saying? They used to make us have 90% white shoes, scuff-free shoes. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even have,
And
you
what
know.
is scuff-free?
I know, scuff-free. What the fuck? Dude, I'm playing a game. I'm about,
But
what?
you can't wear basketball shoes.
I know, right? Like, they want us to play basketball and all these sports and stuff to fight against other Christian schools, but then they don't, like, what the hell, dude? It's so fucked up. I used to hate them. I was always in detention. I had detention every day. Every day. Because they make you serve detention after school. I was always in detention in that motherfucker, man. I was always in trouble. Fuck those dudes, man. Always telling me some whack ass shit. They hated my ass too. And then what was fucked up, but it was crazy because I learned it from a young age. Like I seen that shit because they used to make us go to because they had like the church attached to the school. So they used to make us go to what do you call that shit? They make us go to church on Wednesdays. Like during the school week.
Yeah,
like we'd start off
did.
the morning in church. You guys did the same thing, right?
Yeah. We'd get to school and it would start at like 8:30.
Yeah.
And we would go at like 9 to the church. And we'd spend like an hour there, and then the rest of the classes all day were short. But we had like an actual religion class every day.
Wow. That's fucked up. See,
and
we just did paces.
Out of the Bible. It was always out of this workbook.
That book, huh? Like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I seen that. I remember when, like, I remember seeing that, like, at funerals. They don't even read out of, like, a Bible. They read out of,
it's like a set book.
Like this little pamphlet.
You're supposed to be able to, the Mass is supposed to go through the whole Bible within a 3-year period.
A 3-year period? We went through the fucking scripts in a matter of nothing. You know, we plowed through the scripts. But, and that's with taking notes, and if we just read, I can't even just read anymore. I have to have a pen in my hand and a highlighter just to even, yeah, I can't even function at a low level anymore, man. It don't work. But, so, cause I had they used to make us go on Wednesdays And I remember a couple of times since I was a young kid that messed me up, man. That I was like, what the fuck? They showed us all kinds of shit, man. They showed us music. You know, they would play songs backwards. They would like get Led Zeppelin songs and play them backwards. They would get like the album covers. Like they got the Stairway to Heaven album cover. They put it up on a big old projection screen, you know what I'm saying? And then they like flipped it backwards and tried to show us all kinds of symbolism.
We were totally taught to ignore anything.
Oh yeah, well that's Catholicism. Baptists are more hardcore. You ever heard of Westboro Baptist? The Westboro Baptist over there in California and shit. Motherfuckers be going out and saying God hates faggots and shit signs and fucking running around like they're crazy, bro. Some churches are crazy, dude. And that's one of them churches. That church that I went to, they showed us Illuminati stuff. They showed us Disney flicks. They showed us Aladdin, where it says all the good girls took off your clothes. They showed us the Little Mermaid when there's the rod that's in the castle,
and it's there.
Like because my wife was a brand plucked out of the fire as well. She was. You know, I mean, I'll put you on blast or whatever, but programmed, you know what I'm saying? Basically, because we were all programmed, you know, to some level or not. We're still trying to deprogram ourselves to a certain extent. And, you know, she was into Disney, you know what I'm saying? Like real hard body, you know, just like most little girls, princesses and all that good stuff, right? And you know, you could tell our people are still like that because they run around calling themselves queens and shit. Oh, queen, you king, queen, love you. You know there's only one king and one queen, right? You stupid motherfuckers. But, and you're not it. Zamak is, you know, but what you know about Zamak, right? Anyway, and then she also grew up in the Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know, just was, I met her and she woke the fuck up right away, and we've been learning. I've been teaching her ever since. And how much information have you learned since we've been together? We've been together like 4 or 5 years now. We've been married.
I'd have to think about that for a while.
Oh man, how long have I been the stuff that I've been bringing out now recently? Right? How long have I known all that stuff for?
Well, you told me that Holocaust stuff like 3 years ago.
I told you Holocaust stuff 3 years ago, right?
I watched that documentary.
How long had I been teaching that the Japanese were Hebrews?
I don't even know. It's been too long.
How long have we been on the Anak calendar?
Well, you're better than I am, because I don't even know what day it is, period. But, what, 3 years?
3 years, the third year. Not 3 complete years, right, because it's 2 complete years, but the third year, this is the third year practicing, right?
The third year. First year, it was real rocky. It was hard to get, like...
Yeah, it was raw. Yeah, it was kind of... You had to adjust it and stuff like that. It was funky,
I had to forget the days just so I would...
Yeah, because we adjust... Yeah, it's something else trying to follow 2 calendars at one time, right?
Yeah.
Well, not trying to follow the Gregorian calendar, but just saying, like, trying to... You know, because we have to function with... Yeah, I gotta know when rent's due and bills are paid and all that stuff, right? Sorry, this is just an open session, real live talk, just real conversation, just real, you know, being real, you know?
Well, and that's
we ain't fake snakes running around doing some whack shit, man. What are we doing? Sitting here watching our roof leak? Fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, waiting for, trying to stay up, watch that stuff, because as soon as we turn the lights off, Amalek's gonna try to come and release the fucking hounds on us and shit, right? But yeah, so we were both brands because and seeing the thing was that I never had to go to church every Sunday. They didn't make me luckily, thank Yahweh, that I was never forced to do anything like that. And it's funny because my pops always used to just tell me like, nah, you don't need no churches to worship the Most High, man. You don't need none of that stuff. You just gotta talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, he was really, he knew stuff without knowing stuff. It was weird, but he was just destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Too busy working. He works day and night like a slave just to try to make, you know, just to live. But they tried to send us to a public school because they knew that they would teach us more. And they did. I learned more in 6 years going to a damn private school than I learned fucking all the way up through college, man. Through college. I went to college, man. I have a damn stupid degree, as you can call it, fucking masonry, stupid bullshit that they're trying to initiate you. That's like the beginning initiate. They even call it first grade, second grade, third grade. Like, come on, man, huh?
I'm a certified veterinary technician.
Yeah, certified vet tech, and then I'm freaking a certified architectural drafter. So if you want to talk about building the house, oh, I can build the house, buddy. I could draw it out, fucking lay it out. Man, you don't even know, man. I was bred for this shit. Well, I didn't even want to use that because then they're, see, his hand like Masonic. Whatever, dude. But, we were raised, we're the sons of Yahweh, man. But anyways, so,
that's only getting past 2 of those sacraments.
Yeah, the sacrament thing, I'll show it now in a second. But yeah, just to give it, to finish our testimony, that they showed, man, I saw all kinds of shit, man. I saw in the Lion King, man, when Simba, yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least you can give them a little bit. I mean, they're freaking demons and they're all gonna get stoned in their face, but yeah, at least they showed us stuff. At least I knew about it, man. I was aware of Illuminati and Masonic stuff since I was like young, man. But they didn't tell us, like, they didn't break it down all hard body though. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like go in and be like, oh yeah, this is the Rothschild, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They just like, this is why we don't watch and listen to anything, and you gotta sit there in a blank white room and stare at the fucking wall for 10 hours, you know what I mean? Like, and then go to sleep and then repeat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're watchmen, bro. We're supposed to watch and witness all this stuff so that we could warn our brothers and tell our brothers and wake people up, man. This is a time of revealings. Daniel said that the Most High told Daniel to seal the book at the time to the end, man, and then knowledge will increase, man. People will go to and fro. But anyway, I just want to show real quick, if you guys want to pay attention, because I know it went blank for a while. But look, check it out. The 7 sacraments: baptism, confirmation, Holy Eucharist, which is the fucking mock cannibalism.
Which is what comes next. You see that?
Yeah, penance. Anointing of the sick, the holy orders, matrimony, you know what I'm saying? So this is wickedness, man. This is wickedness. And then look at Kundi Christ, man. Check this out. Look. How the hell, bro, ain't no man be hugging up on me like that, son. Look at that. Look at look at even that kid's like, nah. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at it. He's, look at all, no, bro. And then look at him. He's just, come on me, to me. No, I'm just joking. I just shouldn't be clowning like that. My bad. But, you know. Come on, man. Like, come on. That's bad. That's so bad. No. And then it gets worse. Look.
That's supposed to be Peter.
This is supposed to be Peter? Is that who this is supposed to be? No, this is baptism of Christ. This is Paul. No. This is supposed to be John. John the Baptist. Sorry. John the Baptist. Yeah, Luke 2 and 4. Yeah, this is John the Baptist. Look. How, bro? Who grabs another man's head like that, son? No. Come check this out. I know you haven't seen this. Look, come check this out. Bro? Bro.
You're gonna let a man do that to you?
Look, just. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I'm not doing Illuminati. I'm just mocking. But look at that. Look, that. Do you know what that means? That's why they do that sign. That's why they do that little cross sign with that. That means like you're cupping the balls, bro. Look at him. Look at how he's ever so gently grabbing the back of his head, just like.
I think you got titties up under there. You know.
You got titties up under that. Look, check it out. You missed the first one. Check it out. Look. Can't even handle that one, huh? That was so bad.
That is 2/3 of our people.
That's the 2/3, right? Just motherfuckers, you guys gotta go. You gotta go. And then, like, what's up with this? The angel, like, just, yeah. No, this is homosexuality. Like, why you gotta be naked like that? Why you gotta be naked like that? Why? why you gotta show cuts and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have to point this out. This is
Supposedly, they
nasty.
sold his garments and stuff. I just don't understand why
No,
it has to be drawn like that.
No. They selling your garments means them motherfuckers.
Well, no, they gambled for them as a
No, I know,
something.
but gambling for our garments.
It was one piece of cloth.
No, I know, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, in reality, the real gambling for the garments is the fact that these motherfuckers have so-called Native American artifacts, right? They have bowls and spoons and cups of our peoples on display. That's like someone coming in and snatching up the cup out your hand right now and taking it to the house and be like, look at my trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's for real. Really, you motherfuckers is gonna take my cup.
I just don't see why it has to be drawn like that. Like, why did you?
Like, look it. Like, why you grabbing? Man, no, dude. Why you naked, bro? Look at. He's all sticking. Look at. He's trying to like finger him, bro. Look at. I'm sorry, man, but look, like, why? This is perversion. This is a cat, and you. The as above, so below. Look at. No, this is bad. This is so. Look, giving the hung symbol. Look, that's so bad, man. It's so bad. Why you gotta be showing? Like, no, that's too close. You could even see, man. I can't handle it. I can't. Oh man. Oh my god. But okay. So you went through the school, right? I want to go back to these Catholic schools. Mm-hmm. So you went to the school. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, as soon as 6th grade, I went to public school in Berlin and sat through a zoo. And I woke up in 2008 to the fact that I was an Israelite, like, hardcore. I didn't really know. Like I said, back in the day when I was hanging out with my brother, I was like freaking 10 or something like that. All I cared about was the fact that my brother used to carry around his PlayStation in his backpack. And wherever he went, I wanted to go because there was a chance I could play freaking more damn Street Fighter Unlimited Master Super Street Fighter shit, or the Wu-Tang. They had a Wu-Tang game for PlayStation. Wu-Tang Shaolin Monks? That game was the shit, dude. Oh, let me get you on that Wu-Tang Shaolin Monks, man. But, Killer Bees, we are the swarm, right? But anyways, there's a scripture about killer bees, actually. But anyways, comparing us to that. But anyways, a swarm, we're the swarm, man. But, yeah, man, I didn't know, like I said, because, Judah tried telling, what did he try telling you? Oh, he was in the camps. I went to a camp. Oh, at 10 years old. Okay. No, dude. I was wanting to play PlayStation with my brother. My brother just used to carry me around everywhere. Because I was like 10. He was like 20 because he's 10 years older than I am. So, whatever age I was, like I said, I had, like, it was a blur back then. I didn't even, like I said, all I could remember was the fact.
My little brother with me.
Yeah, that's like the fact that all I remember was the fact that we went to this place one time. That he used to hang out with these dudes and they used to speak weird. Because they were speaking, like, the Hebrew from, like, ICPK. They used to speak weird, and they used to say weird words and shit. And I was just like, whatever. And then I remember my parents telling me that he was in a cult, and that he was speaking tongues and shit. And I just remember everyone giving my brother shit for not eating pork, and that he was growing his hair long. But I had no idea why. Like, I had no idea of, like, any of the shit. One time we went, because we all went to because they used to sell incense, man. That's the only thing I remember, is the fact that we used to go, go to the flea market, and we would see them fools all posted up, selling incense and oils.
Just like in Maccabees.
Just like it, Maccabees too, they did it in Maccabees too, man. And they did it in the scripts. We brought out that Isaiah. Man, I'm telling you, so I remember that. I remember, like, I remember my brother showing me the Apocrypha and telling me Godzilla was in it. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, Leviathan, Godzilla. And I was like, oh shit, look, cool. You know what I mean? Like, I just remember this red book, the Apocrypha. And I just remember seeing that and knowing that, but I didn't know that we were Israelites or none of that stuff. I just knew of the Apocrypha. I knew of that there was symbolism, like Illuminati symbolism inside of movies and music and stuff like that, since I was young and stuff. But I didn't realize what was going on with my brother. until years later. In fact, not until I started coming in, because I woke up around 2008 and started doing some heavy research, and my brother was like, yeah, I got all these notes and concordances and Bibles and stuff in my garage in the corner, because my brother fell off. And so I went and got them, and I started looking through stuff, and I remember seeing the ICPK flyers, and I just remember seeing it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because it said that that was in New York, and I just thought that maybe, I don't even know how my brother got them. I really didn't know. I really didn't snap. And then until I really looked back and I meditated.
You don't care either.
Yeah, I really sat down and I meditated and I prayed to Yahweh, and Yahweh has, you know what I mean, like helped me out a lot. And I remember now that I look back, I'm like, holy shit, that was ICPK. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember my pops saying something about that they put them on the news one time, because I guess they used to go and practice martial arts in like the parks and stuff. And I guess they caught them on the news, and they were saying they were a militant group. And I don't know if that's why ICPK disbanded. If any of you brothers know, let me know what happened or what. I'm assuming it was that 2000 prophecy. And it's funny because now I look back on it, I remember my brother being all like sketch when that 2000 shit was happening. He like had his backpack on the whole night, and he kept like pacing, and like he wouldn't eat nothing. And then like 2000 happened, and he was just sitting there. And then like I don't even remember after that. All I know is that I really didn't care. Like I said, I just wanted to play games and stuff. But the Most High woke my ass up. Thank the Most High, man. Plucked me out of the fire. Plucked my wife out of the fire too. Because you used to teach catechism, didn't you? When did they get you involved in that? Catechism, by the way, is teaching the kids Catholicism, right?
Yeah, it was mostly for the kids who went to public school. So that way, because we learned what we had to learn for reconciliation and the communion and all that in school during our religion class.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to go to catechism to have the prerequisites, I guess, to do it.
The initiation rites and stuff.
The only one you don't need prerequisites for is baptism. And I guess you still do because you have to be born. And my 8th grade year is when I first started really getting involved with all my stuff, because they had dropped the Fiesta Queen thing. It used to be for only people in high school.
Explain the Fiesta Queen thing. What's it?
The fiestas are our yearly festival here in our little town. And every year, 2 girls compete against each other in fundraising, and whichever one wins is basically crowned ISIS. And you ride in a bunch of parades and stuff and everything, and like for that whole year you have to do a bunch of stuff. Well, I was that year. And it was actually just a runner-up that year, and it wasn't for Fiesta Queen yet. Oh no, I did that too, so I guess I was crowned ISIS like 3 different times.
Wow.
Because that year, after I did the Fiesta Queen, I was the runner-up, and then that Christmas, I did the Snow Queen, but I got runner-up for that too, which made me Snow Princess.
Some frozen shit or what?
Yeah, I even have like crowns from it and stuff. My mom has them somewhere.
Wow.
And so after the second time, the next year I started teaching, and I was probably only about 14, and I was teaching kindergartners.
Wow. That's hardcore.
And
what'd you have to do to get to the catechism? They just like kind of handed you something and told them to go tell them?
It was part of my year of things.
So you have to.
It's kind of like the Miss USA pageant thing, how for that whole year that the the person, they have to go and do fundraisers and all those things. Like, I had to be present for all of that stuff. Like, for the church's fundraisers and the school's fundraisers and all that stuff. Like, I had to be there with my sash and my crown and all that.
Damn.
And then the next year after I had started teaching is when I did the Fiesta Queen and actually won.
Wow. And so what did they make you teach? They just give you some like book and tell them, oh, go tell these children this shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then did you ever read any scriptures?
Well, I thought I was.
I thought I was.
They're in the workbooks, you know what I mean? But I only realize now that they were just like this is with the stations.
Yeah, just a bunch of extra crap. Yeah, some broad ass fucking
verse that could mean anything because it didn't really even say anything.
And most of them damn verses are
and I really only read for the
New Testament
and stuff because by the time, because I taught for about 4 years, I did catechism, which you also had to get certified for. So I was also a certified catechist.
Wow.
By the time I was on my last year, I was doing like 5th graders, and they didn't care. Like, I used to let them just do whatever. Because
no one cares, right? No one really cares about that shit. No one takes any of that shit seriously, right? No one ever,
Oh, no. They didn't take anything at all seriously.
Does anybody in the church take anything seriously?
I would take my dog with me, and they would, like, let me and stuff. And the kids would, like, play with her.
Even everybody else, like, no one cares, right? Everybody's just going just to be seen of everybody else, right?
And that's when texting first got real heavy.
Wow.
Like...
So everybody's just sitting there in the pews texting away, or
That's what I was doing.
The catechism
for everybody else, but that's what I was doing.
So you're just Miss Catechism teacher just sitting there texting you away while you're supposed to be all listening to the shit.
Pretty much. They didn't care either. I would just let them take their books with them. And sometimes they wouldn't even do it, and I'd just be like, I don't know. They didn't do it. I even stopped showing up sometimes.
Wow.
By the end of it.
It's because it's
and
all
I met
junk.
you immediately after.
See?
Right after graduation, I met you.
And then what happened?
And then I found out that the 6th station did not exist, period. And everything basically was a lie, because that's what first set it off, is because if that didn't exist, then what the hell else didn't exist? Because they shoved those damn Stations of the Cross things down my throat.
Aren't the windows of the church like the stations?
Yeah, there's stained glass windows, and each stained glass has each
station
on it.
And then
when you're in 7th grade, you have to put on a whole skit for the whole school. Every year the 7th graders have to do that.
No.
And then we were even those schools that had the Christmas recital things.
So bad.
And one year we did the recital, and it was like this whole musical that we had to do. It was really hard,
Why
actually.
do they put kids
I did learn
through
music.
that shit, man? Fuck.
And we were young to be learning that music. Like, the actual thing that it came from, it was like a real symphony and stuff. Like, it was a real Broadway show that they took it from. And they were having us kids sing it and all that. So I did learn music.
These people, man, that's a bunch of freaking nonsense. That's pretty hardcore. And then not only that, but those stations of the cross, so they're linked up. They're the church stained glass windows are the stations. And then they're around the cemetery. And then they're also up the
pictures
Dome Hill.
In the school. And,
there's
school itself is shaped like a cross.
The school itself is shaped like a cross?
The school itself is shaped like a cross. Like, there's a big, long hallway.
And then another crossing hall.
In the middle.
Oh, yeah,
and that's like the whole school.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And then
like, they take pride in it, they'll tell you.
Wow. And then
they told
prideful ass motherfuckers. And what's crazy is that also links up with the Tomei Hill. There's this hill. There's the you know when the Most High talks
Which
about
is
his high.
privately owned.
Yeah, when the Most High talks about his high hills, right? His high hills, and it's the we went on top of every high hill and under every green tree, right? Went a whoring. Yeah, there's actually like and the mountain. It's not even a mountain. It's a mini volcano. They're actually volcanoes because this is a valley. We live in the Rio Grande Valley, so there's like a volcano, this mini hill volcano. It's called Tomei Hill, and they paid. The Jews paid for the crosses, right? The cryptos paid for the crosses to be put up on the hill. And every Easter, well, people do this, just walk up there all the time or whatever, but every Easter, right? Ishtar, like for Good Friday, isn't it?
Yes,
for the Friday before Easter or whatever. Every Friday, right? People travel, bro. I'm talking like
Stations of the Cross itself.
Yeah, which the hill is the Stations of the Cross
Friday
itself.
Is supposed to be the 13th station.
Oh my God! Yeah, the people walk up the hill with crosses. People walk from miles away. People will crawl up the hill. There's people dressed like Jeebus carrying crosses up that motherfucker, bro. There's people that
walk from the county over.
Yeah, they'll walk from the county over.
40 minutes driving on the freeway.
Yeah, they'll straight walk. They'll spend like 2 days walking over here. Like, people do some crazy... Oh, my God.
I've seen people...
The whole street is just littered with people. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, don't try to use that road.
Yeah, that road's like the 47's the worst to drive down when you're freaking... When that shit's going on.
Go around.
And, like, it's crazy because we went and prophesied against that wickedness 2 years in a row. Right? The first year we went up there, it was successful. We stayed up there for about 4 or 5 hours all day, pretty much.
Nobody cared.
No one cared, but, a couple people, came and talked to us or whatever. Everyone remembered me, though, from the next year rolled around and we showed up. They were not having that shit at all, man. As soon as we started rolling up, man, because we went, my little crew, we rolled up. And
I had to immediately go back for you guys.
Yeah, people were all, oh man, there's that guy from last year and all this shit, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then we get up to the top of the hill, we start prophesying against the wickedness, right? And, this is a couple of years back, and
this was when we were just saying Jesus was black.
Yeah, this is when we were still, this is a couple of years back, man, when we were still on the New Testament. We weren't even anti-Jesus yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been on that, we've been free for 2 years, but I'm saying, like, right before that happened, and that was that was, like, right before we woke up, too. We were prophesying up on the hill, but we were still prophesying against the wickedness and stuff. We read mainly we always read out of the Torah anyways. We never even really used the New Testament at all. We always used the Torah. And facts, I used to take poster boards and all kinds of crap up there. And, we went up there, man, and we started prophesying against them, and they sent, like, this lady up with a staff shirt, which we've never seen on this hill before, right? This staff lady,
second year.
She tried, I'm saying that, but we never seen that before. And then, she showed up talking shit. I rebuked her. She went away. And then there was, like, this black helicopter, this tiny little helicopter, and we got witnesses for this one. We got mad witnesses for this one. We could hit up Naisha, we could hit up Kevin, we could hit up Jude, we could hit up Juan was there, Yuantan, yeah, man, Darash was there. We had a crew, man. So there was much witnesses. They flew a black helicopter up in the sky, just in the section that we were at, because it's a pretty big little hill. Just in the little area we were at, and then it went away. And then all of a sudden, there came up 2 cops. And they didn't do nothing at first. They kind of watched. They watched. No, these ones were the cops. Yeah,
really?
It wasn't the staff. The staff. The
so.
Staff people came first, and then the cops came. The actual cops came. And they stayed off at a distance first, just watching for a little bit, and then they came in with the crowd, because I had, like, a little crowd at certain points, and then they moved off to the side, off to the side, and I wasn't even, like, in the pathway. I was off on the pathway, like, in the wilderness, basically, like, teaching from the side, just, like, reading scripts. And we are actually prophesying. We were reading Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? We were reading Ezekiel. We were reading the prophecies against the wickedness, the abominations.
Need I remind you, this place has a plaque talking about skinwalkers at the bottom.
Right? Skinwalkers, man. See, they acknowledge the skinwalkers, right? But then, and then they send you up the hill doing stations of these crosses, and then you get to the top of the hill, and there's just these 3 rods sticking up, crosses sticking up out of the ground. And people go and leave rosaries up there. People have left cry, and man, it's a mess. One guy hit my poster boards with his cross. Man, you didn't get to see that one because the second year she didn't get to go up with us because she was pregnant. Oh, you had to go. Yeah, you're pregnant with him still. But anyway, we yeah. By the way, for everybody that likes to talk shit about my son, because I told him to learn real words, I was just messing with my son. I always tell him that I joke around with people. And second off, he's a baby. He's like barely over a year old. So sorry if he doesn't know sentences. Oh man, he knows the Hebrew alphabet though. I'll tell you that much. He's a little beast. So everybody talking shit, and because I told him to be quiet and stuff. Sorry that I have my son in my room so that he could learn from a young age what a real man of Yahweh does. To exalt the name of Yahweh instead of sending them off in the room, just putting them in front of a TV just to distract them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like what am I gonna do, man? I want him to see it. I want him to fucking experience the shit because I want him to teach, man. He's got a job to do, bro. He's got a job to exalt Yahweh's name too, man. We're commanded that we're supposed to do these things, man. Read fucking Deuteronomy chapter 6. Read Deuteronomy chapter 6, man. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to, since we wake up till we go to bed, when we walk on the way, when we do everything, we're supposed to teach our children when they're young. It's just teach them when they're young and they'll grow up. Decision
for a purpose.
Yeah, this dude was we planned to have this child, man. We prayed to the Most High Yahweh. He blessed us with our firstborn son to do a message. Yeah, we asked for a boy, man. He gave us a boy. To so that he could, and all the whole purpose is it's like I gave him to the Most High Yahweh. He's not ours. He's Yahweh's. He never has been. He was Yahweh's the whole time.
No grapes, no pork.
No grapes, no pork, no nothing, man. He's got the locks, bro. He's got the Nazarite going, man. You know what I'm saying? When he gets old enough, he'll have the beard. He wears the tzitzits, man. His legal name is Hebrew. You know, except for the last name, which we're not going to say, but the last name, of course, we have our slave tags, but, his first and middle name, we saw Hebrew. He learned the Hebrew. He's been speaking the Hebrew Abba, Gaz, Das, Hawazaz, since he was younger, even. You know what I'm saying? But sorry to get off topic or whatever, but motherfuckers be talking shit about my children.
And then saying they don't.
Yeah, right. And then Judah tried to spin it because remember you called him a child?
I called him a child.
She called him a child on the comment boards, and he wigged down and was like, you can say whatever you want about my child. And we have the screenshots too to prove it, just in case if he tries talking shit. We never said anything about his child, but he probably doesn't even have damn children. Dude's a freaking tranny.
It's more of that illiteracy.
Yeah, literacy. People don't know how to spell. People don't know how to form proper sentences. People don't know how to do anything. Whatsoever.
It's not about loving the white man. It's about not wanting to look stupid.
Yeah, what do you guys even do? What do you guys even know? This is a serious question. So, what do you motherfuckers even know? What do you guys even do?
They know how to not stay on topic.
Not stay on topic. Make 20. Okay. I'm sick of this. I don't know if anybody's noticed. I'm sick of people leaving comment, making new comments
instead of just replying to the one that you were replying.
Yeah. Okay. So they leave a comment. You reply to it. Instead of replying back to you on the same comment, they'll go make a new one.
Yeah, and it doesn't show up, or you don't get a notification.
Yeah, and then they'll make a new one. So I have this stupid what's the stupid Martinez something Martinez. Nicole Martinez, one of the MAG accounts, right? Has a palm with "hi" inside of it. Haley Selassie, fucking faggots.
Who I do not give a shit about.
Yeah, which we don't even really care, but she freaking or who he she it. Caitlyn Jenner. be posting up like 6 different threads. She has 6 different comments on one board. You can't just comment on one fucking thing, dude? Really? Why? It's because that's witchcraft. They like to throw you off. They throw off the trail of the conversation so that when people just see a comment, they automatically and then they do this thing to where they'll like insult you, and then they'll say something trying to like be like nice, but they're not really being nice. You know, they're just being dickheads, and that's why, because so people would come across the comment and see them pretending to be trying to give you advice or something, and then you yelling at them because they're being demons like 10 comments ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a form of witchcraft, man. It's playing on words, playing on sentences. It's, you know, we got to wise up to these things. We got to understand these things. Because if not, we're just going to keep getting fooled by it. That's why we have to be in Yahweh, man. You have to have the katham of Yahweh. You have to be sealed up, or else you're not going to freaking get it, man. You know? How many people have we dealt with since we've been teaching? I've been teaching for what? 5 years. I've been really teaching actually since I woke up and stuff, but like hardcore teaching, I'm talking like hit the streets teaching. I've been doing that for 4 years. How many people have we dealt with? How many people have we dealt with?
Random people, I can't even count.
Random people can't even count, right?
Internet can't even count.
Internet can't even count.
I know for damn sure I don't have any friends.
Oh man, I'm telling you. And all different types of people, all different areas, all different backgrounds. Man, that's why you guys can't be pulling that. You know what? And don't, see, and they did this on purpose. They tailored Judah Naz, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, he was such a powerful wizard that he was able to fucking blind my eye. But it wasn't even him. Most High, all this happened. You know why we were blinded by Judah Naz? Because the Most High had to prove a point. Because the Most High needed things to happen a certain way so that it would happen the way it happened now, so that he would prove a point. It's your job to figure out what that point is. We figured it out. If you can't figure it out, and if you don't know it by now, then I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, he was doing such high level witchcraft that, I didn't really snap to it, but that was some type of, I had never experienced that type of witchcraft. I had never seen that before. Like in live, I've read about it and stuff like that, but to actually like experience the shit, that's something else, man. And I've dealt with a lot of people before, man, and a lot of different, that's how I know half you motherfuckers be programmed. Do you know how many programming the same ass fucking stupid insults, the same sentences? Yeah, that's why they don't even bother anymore, man. You know what? We're not even gonna fucking, that's why it's gotten to the point where we're just like, dude, you guys are boring, bro. Like, what do you even? I'm totally
just like that girl. I'm totally just pissed.
Yeah, we don't, you know what, we're not even, you guys, and it's funny because everybody's like, oh, you guys are so angry and emotional. We're actually sitting here laughing our asses off. Seeing how much crazy shit you guys will end up saying. Like, it's the time to provoke Amalek because he provoked us. Paid unto Amalek what he did he provoked us, so we're gonna provoke them. We get them to give away all their shit, man. They're stupid, dude. They're stupid. You really think we don't have control?
Hurt over other people who they don't know and have never seen and don't matter and stuff over comment boards on YouTube, right? Really shows who the...
And then the people will twist that because, and then this is what's stupid. See, when I got angry and and that's funny because people try to say, oh, you don't have control of your emotions, right? It's funny. God. They don't even know that we're sitting here laughing our asses off at the comment boards, right? Do you know who I get mad at? Do you know when I get mad and when I get angry and I rebuke and stuff like that? Do you know why? It's mostly, if you pay attention, it's because of people that claimed that they were Torah Knights, Judas, and acted like they were brothers and acted like they were the same as you and went through the same struggles and just there to help and all this shit, right? Right? You put trust in people, right? And that's what happens, and that's why Most High told us that, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to trust in Most High and through the Spirit and through His Spirit and through His power. We found our brothers. We found the real brothers now, man. Now we're unstoppable, man. But you know what I'm saying? Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Akkad. But like I was saying, the Junaz, like, these dudes, the reason why I was angry is because they were supposed to be doing a job. We're building a temple, and we're building the temple in troublous times. We have to build the temple with the one sword in our hand and the bricklaying shit or whatever we're doing in the other hand. One hand's ready to go to war and one hand's doing work. And the reason why we're like that is because we're being besieged. We're being besieged, and like I said, I'm getting mad because people are supposed to be honorable and follow the Most High's laws, Yahweh's laws, His holy laws, right? The Tawara, and these motherfuckers ain't doing their jobs.
I don't know what makes them think we have time for that dumb shit.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that's why, like, people act like I just got mad at, like, I could give a fuck less about Lunar, dude. The fact is I got mad because Judah wouldn't rebuke Lunar when that was his job to rebuke Lunar. I could give two shits less about Rob Rack. What I got mad about was the fact that Judah didn't stand up against Rob Rack and his wickedness, which was actually causing brothers to go off. And we got witnesses and testimony on that. Because Judah wouldn't stand about their wickedness, people were starting to think that Judah Naz then was okay with the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So, no, man. No, that's what I'm mad at. I'm mad because the laws were not being executed. Yeah, and then they get mad at me and try to come at me when I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to do what the laws told me, son. I'm just trying to fucking rebuke and correct you because you're not doing your fucking job.
Do your fucking job.
Do your fucking job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take Craig's advice, man. Friday and shit. Do your job. Just do your job, and it wouldn't have happened. But no, what the whole thing was is that you were a damn sorcerer the whole time. Right? Playing everybody, right? But, see, that's the thing, though. It's just like, what? People act like I just fly off the handle for, like, no reason or something. Or that I'm sitting here just all angry or scared the whole time. No, I get angry because motherfuckers don't do their damn jobs when they're supposed to. When they're in the position that they were in. Like Judas, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the whole time he was a sorcerer. But I'm just saying, if he was legit, that's why I was mad. I was mad because the laws weren't being executed by people that should have been executing them. And I'm also mad because I have fucking Jewish faggot fucks. Sorry for the language, but you know, that's just what it is. You know, I have them Amalekites coming to my yard, cutting open my gate, my fences, right, and trying to they're not even my animals. Those are my pops' animals, man.
And I hate that horse anyway.
I know, right? That's the one horse, right? That's here, and it's my pops'. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even, we don't even care about that word. We just have to feed and take care of it. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously I care if something happens to
yeah,
me,
you know,
like,
yeah, you know, but
horse.
it's not our animal.
I did not decide to have a horse.
Have, like, personal connection, attachment to this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my fucking best friend. So, like, it's like, well, what? But no, but I have to get my ass up and go chase this motherfucker down the street like an idiot, getting threatened with calls and all kinds of crap. Just because some idiots want to come and clip open my fence. Like, really, dude? Really? Really? You fucking faggots. Like, why? Why? This is the stupidest shit.
Horse did not do that.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, come on. The fence was pulled open. Like,
you
pulled
could have a
open.
string blocking a horse and they wouldn't go over it.
Yeah, no. And then it was overlapping. It was two sections, because you know how there's those like green T-post things, you know what I mean? Like, it was two of them. It was like basically 2 panels worth of that fence, and it was stretched back to where both of them were exposed. Are you telling me a horse grabbed those panels and stretched them that far back?
No.
Horses are crazy. Horses are crazy. They'll just burrow out of shit. They just plow through. The fence should have been going the other way, not pulled in towards it. You saying the horse grabbed it by his mouth and pulled it all the way back like that and then ran out? No, man. Horses go forward. I know, right? It is. What did the Jews say? What did it say in the damn thing? This cannot be disproved. What did it say? This cannot be questioned. Remember this cannot be questioned. Oh man, what the fuck? So yeah, Shalak Yashral, I know it's maybe boring for people or whatever, telling our life stories, like we just wanted to kind of like give you guys an example of that fact that shit happens, like some bad stuff happen in people's an example what not to do, exposing the evil, exposing the inner workings of these schools, these private schools that they're trying to send people to, you know what I mean? That they have Hebrews trying to work their whole lives to try to send their kids to schools just to fucking try to coon out like the white people and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? But yet we're still outcasted and hated on, and then they try to brainwash you and all this stuff. Like,
I have a set of cousins who literally sing happy birthday to Jesus on Christmas. Baby Jesus.
See, baby Jesus. Oh, dear Lord, baby Jesus.
Guess he didn't die at 33.
I know, right? It's just baby Jesus, you know what I'm saying? But let's just to give you guys an example, man. Like, what is where did Judah come? What, the Rastafari? He thinks he's the Tafari man, the fucking reincarnation Haile Selassie and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know the life, man. You want to know the whole life story? I'll tell you my fucking whole life story. I don't give a shit, bro. I went through hell, man. Fucking trying to get brainwashed by these stupid fucking Baptist school that I went to for fucking 6 years, and then I had to go to some stupid public school over here in Belen where everybody's fucking retarded.
And then they just landed up fucking themselves because they just taught the both of us how to self-teach.
Yeah, that's all they really did, because they give paces in public school. They don't teach like how they do in public school. They like, everybody's like in your own little thing, and they give you like booklets, and you work through the booklets. So you teach yourself.
You have to keep up with the class.
And go look up that interview with Rabbi A.B. Finkelstein. Rabbi A.B. Finkelstein and that pastor guy. Yeah, it's on IsraelitesUnite.org. It's a whack-ass site to talk about Haya and Yeshaya and all kinds of whack-ass shit. But they have it on there. If not, you could probably YouTube it or something. Rabbi A.B. Finkelstein. A lot of people try to say it's fake or some bullshit. No, fuck no, man. This Jew dude spits it. Yeah, you could tell, especially if you read the Masonic writings, you know the protocols of Zion. You know exactly what they're doing. I'm telling you, man.
They did a good job in the public schools.
I know, right? Look at that stupid accent that he does and shit, man. That Jewish accent, man. He has one of them shit. Man, this dude be talking about how they put babies in the McDonald's, how diamonds are worthless. There's actually, he said if they were to actually tell people, he said that in that interview that if they were to actually release how many diamonds they actually have to the world, that diamonds would be worthless. So all these women going around asking for diamonds and all that shit like that, yeah, you just like,
what is
the
Jews difference between a cubic zirconia and a diamond?
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. They just mindfuck people. It's a big old mindfuck. They have people totally fooled. Like, you should, I'm telling you, go watch that interview. Rabbi A.B. Finkelstein. A.B.E. Finkelstein. Check it out, man. I'm telling you, man. He says too many things that are true. Like, if you do outside research and shit like that, he says too many things that are true. To where you're just like, damn.
And because of that, we don't eat much anymore.
I know, right? But anyways, that's like why I brought that up. Though, is that's exactly what Sharad just quoted. They did a good job with the public school systems. That's how they got everybody, man. They got everybody with the public schools. Because they relied on these teachers, and half these teachers are probably fucking Masons. But in the public schools, they make you self-teach, so that you learn how to think critically. Yeah. And you learn, like, they get, you know what I'm saying? It makes you learn better. Like, it makes you, like, and then, like I said, because we went to these stupid Christian/Catholic or whatever the hell, schools when we were younger, we knew from a young age, all the stories, man, about Daniel, the lion's den, all the basics.
Was just life. I thought that was everybody's life.
Yeah, I thought that was life too. Yeah, I thought everybody knew about the scripts and knew about the stories. And now I'm talking to motherfuckers that don't even know who the hell Enoch is, or nobody. They don't even know who Noah is, or Abraham, or know how to place them in history or where they're at.
High school was the first time I realized that Christians and Catholics weren't exactly the same thing.
Yeah, like it's. I
thought it was all the same thing.
Yeah, but it's and that's just life. They have you under a spell. I was just under a spell all these years until 2008, and then I saw the Zeitgeist movie, man.
I saw the Zeitgeist too.
You know, that movie The Zeitgeist, where it talks about 9/11 being bullshit and the central banks being bullshit. It even talked about Jeebus being bullshit, but I just ignored that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, woke up to the bullshit, started searching for Yahweh Akkad. I was given the name then. I went through a little journey. You know how I know all these fools are everybody's behind. Just put it that way. Everybody, as far as like the first off, the camps, the Ephraimites, you guys really need to wake up. Ephraim, Northern Tribe, stop it. We all want to go home, so stop it. The rest of them, the ones that are awake, the rebels, right? The rebels, like the Bill and Yolandas and shit like that. Man, you got all you guys with the name thing. Stop it. I already went through that shit, man. You guys are behind. You know how I know all your guys' arguments and all that shit? Do you know why I'm able to chop you guys down and to fucking see past your little wordplay bullshit and destroy your arguments? Is because I already went through this myself in my own thoughts. I already tried. This is how I know what Gabari is talking about when he says that faith, and just you have to live it to know what Yahweh means. You know what I'm saying? Because we went through that. Like I said, we have that shit tattooed on we have Yahweh tattooed on our bodies, yo. And then we went through a time where that's where I was discovering things, and I saw that Yahweh, I thought Yahweh was bad at one time. And I forsook that, and I did. I went to Ahaya, because that was the only other thing, because I read in this book that it said in all this stuff that I had this book called The Illuminati 2, and in there, Henry Macau, and you go into Illuminati 2, Henry Macau, and it talks about how Yahweh was interjected by the Masorets, and it's Ahaya, right, and all this shit, right? And so I thought it was Ahaya, and I was like, oh yeah, man, Ahaya. And then...
We kind of had a rough year.
Yeah, we kind of had a rough year that year. And then it wasn't even for a full year, but, we were on a little while for Ahaya, and so that's where I know where Lexwell is and shit. These dudes is behind. And then, we went from that one to no names at all, because then I realized that I started doing Kabbalah research, and I realized that all the names were on the Kabbalah, and I was like, oh, well, all the names are bad, right? Everything that's associated with the tree. I already went through that. You guys are fucking lame. You guys are old, man. You guys are kids. It's like watching a kid. Remember when you were a kid and people were like, oh, you're just a stupid kid. I hate the way kids act. You're like, I'm not a kid. And then like now you like look back and you're like, yeah, you guys are stupid kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I was totally
fucking retarded. Yeah, that's how it is. Like, you guys are looking retarded to me. You guys are like, I'm like, oh, you guys are learning how to walk now. Look at how cute. And look at the little children.
Constructive criticism, yo. Just take it.
Right?
I'm trying to help you not look stupid.
Right? Because I looked stupid myself, so I'm trying to help you not look stupid, and you motherfuckers is fighting me on it. And it's like, why? Why? Bro, I already went through the whole, everything on the tree of life is evil, right? Well then that's when I, critical thinking, and that's when you realize, oh, well, wait, the whole alphabet of the Hebrew is on the damn tree of life. They use the menorah, they use the table of showbread, they use the two tablets that were given to Moses. They use everything, and then that's when you click in your mind, and you're like, oh shit, wait, they just took all our stuff and perverted it, just like they took our name Yahweh and they perverted it and call it Jew. They took our heritage and they perverted it. They took our fucking everything. They took everything. Like, what? Man, that's how you know. It's like you guys just didn't do any fucking hardcore research, did you? You stopped. That's the problem, is I know you guys just stopped. You didn't go any further. You stopped. You let your waters get stopped up. You dammed up your water. You're beavers, man. Y'all's a bunch of beavers, man. You like to dam up water and become stagnant. You don't like to let the water flow like a river, to flow down. What do you guys know about flowing down? You guys don't even know what that shit, man. The menorah, man. Manawara. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more temple lessons real soon. I'm slapping everything together. I just felt like we had to get a few things out first. This is one of them. The whole Holocaust thing was another. What else do we have there? We got a little more Illuminati stuff to be busted out, but I'm gonna be switching it off with temple I'm gonna start building, because that's obvious that we got to take up our roles, man. Like the wise brother that was with Gabaria. I forget which one it was, because Gabaria's got himself a little good brothers, man. Good brothers over there with him. Most High bless that house. And one of the brothers from over there mentioned that you gotta accept your roles, man. Most High gave you a task. You just gotta accept it, man. You gotta get over it, accept it, and just go with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And
those cards you were dealt.
yeah, the you know what I'm saying? Everybody's dealt a certain hand. Everybody's given certain things they got to do and what they're good at and all this stuff. And you just got to do it, bro. You just got to execute what the Most High put you here for. Just fuck what everybody else said. Just do what you got to do, man. It's what's right in Yahweh's eyes, not the eyes of man.
Everybody already knows what they have to do, regardless.
Yeah, deep down, everybody knows. See, deep down, that's what's fucked up. Everybody really knows. Why do you think they hate us so fucking adamant, man? They just want us to be not Hebrews so fucking bad and all this stuff. What does it say about that? Is Tabak still going? No, he's good. We're going to bring out some more scripts about that stuff. Tabak had some scripts lined up, but it's a super late night watch, and he went and crashed out. So just me and Shirab, man and wife, always. Just, yeah, like always, just tearing it up, right? Just dominating everywhere now through the spirit and power of Yahweh. We go around punking people, bro. Fucking punking the wicked. But yeah, like,
just attacking.
Yeah,
with their own shit.
You just gotta be able to do. You just gotta do what you gotta do, man. Some people have weak points. Some people have strong points. Just like do what you gotta do, man. Try to build yourself holy, though. Try to be the perfected man. But just, if you got a skill, do use it, man. If you're set in a certain position, just then do it. And that's one of my. I have coat of many colors. Put it that way. I have a coat of very many colors. But obviously the most important one is the fact of building the holy place, the temple of Yahweh, and giving back our people their inheritance. And the temple knowledge is spoken of in Ezekiel 43. Because I know more of it, I could teach more of it. I know the ins and outs, the measurements, all that stuff for 3 temples. Most people don't even know that. There's actually 3 temples. It's the tabernacle, the first one in the wilderness here. Look, let me give you, before we close out, I just want to give you a little visual. If you want to pop back on screen and look. So this is the second temple. So this is actually the second temple. The first temple, you gotta learn, and it's best to learn them. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, for me, that's the way I see it. It's like, the degrees or whatever, right? How we go from the Alam to the Hayakol to the Dabar? Well, you go from the wilderness tabernacle to the Solomon's tabernacle to the third tabernacle spoken of in Ezekiel. And there's actually a picture of it and an illustration in the back of the stones to knock. So you have a written out third temple already there, but you could write it out and do the dimensions and stuff yourself. But so, you know what I'm saying? And if you start, because it starts off, we learn this one, and then this one's like a more updated, like advanced version of this one, and then the last temple is even more so. So, I would suggest, really getting this one down. I'm going to go through it wholly. I'm going to break everything down completely. That way we all have the Hebrew words. We all know exactly what it means. We know exactly where everything is. We know that there was cherubims on this one, but not this one. We know the colors of it. We know the dimensions of it. We know the menorah, that it goes from left to right. It's like a circle. that you come in and you go start off the left, and then you go to the right, you start off, you light the house, and then you burn the incense, and then you come and eat the bread, and then you go into the Holy of Holies. But you know what I'm saying? We know the pegs, we know that it's broken down, we know that all the 12 tribes were divided into 3 sections. We all had to face the direction of the tabernacle. The tribe of Levi was actually on the inside around. It's the 3 families, and then the family of Aaron, which goes down to the Zadokites. Back in the day, it was Moses and Aaron's tents. You know, the altar sacrifice, the laver, you know, you come inside here. And then once you learn that one, then you come here, you learn where the altar sacrifice is, which is the same thing as the side view. So you have the altar, and then you come to the bronze sea, which is bigger, and then the pillars, and then the porch, and then the holy place or Holy of Holies. And this is like an inside dissection. But yeah, so you come in through here. We know that these, the 10 baptisms, I guess you could say, you go through the 10 steps or journeys through the Exodus, the 10 plagues, I guess you could say, of Egypt. Because you burn yourself off, you kill off the lower man, then you come, basically do the first big baptism, which is going through the 12 tribes, doing all that stuff, and then you go through your mini wilderness hell, and then you get into the holy place, and then this is where you be the light to the nations, feed them the bread and the light for the 70 nations, and then you come and burn the holy incense. It rises up as a sweet savor to Most High. The ark pushes the curtain out. And then pre-cells is where everything, there's 2 doors, one on each side. This is why the Most High says he posts you up as guardians, he posts you up as pillars, he puts you in his house, so that you can guard. We're supposed to guard the house and guard the courtyards. So this is the second house. It breaks down into the man, so you could do it in the man form, but this is just the regular temple form. And then you've got the side view, and then you've got the breakdown of the Holy of Holies. Just forgive me, but this is supposed to be spiral. I'm not the best of artists. I mean, I do know how to architectural draft and stuff, but I was doing it on computers. But I can hand drawn as well. But I haven't done it in a very long time, so excuse me. But yeah, so in this represents, and then it's 3 too. So it's 3 different temples, and then 3 different like layers too within it. You know what I'm saying? It's covenants. It all has to do with covenants. Covenant on covenant on covenant. Because the Most High is always making covenants with us. But yeah, I'll be explaining more of the temple. I'll be breaking everything down, giving the Hebrew for the lavers, giving the Hebrew for the pillars, explaining what everything means, what everything's symbolic. We're gonna bring out the real temple. Don't worry, Yashua. I'll tend the flocks. But so with that, any final thoughts on the Catholics, anything like that? Oh, the Catholics changing the 10 Commandments. Just to mention at the very end, the Catholics, that's 11 commandments now. The Pope came out and straight up said, look it up. We'll probably bring it up and talk about it again. But just to give you a little, that the Pope came out and said that God gave him the right to change the 10 commandments. They changed the 4th, the commandment about honoring your mother and father to include same-sex couples. So now homos are okay. They changed the adultery. They said that adultery is not, it's done away with. Yeah, basically that adultery is not worthy of death anymore. That it's just forgiven, and that's not even against the 10 commandments, right? Which there's 613, but whatever. But the first 10, right, they did away with adultery, and then they added an 11th commandment saying that selfies are bad. So now selfies are a sin, but adultery isn't. And he's going to come out, and they're going to do a televised thing and explain it to the world. It's coming, man. It is here. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's just finish it up. But anyways, so that's how it is, man. Rush all. Hopefully, hopefully y'all didn't fall asleep on us. Sorry if it was boring. Sorry if it was, whatever. You could do it, make it. But that was just a testimony. We felt like we had to just get off our chests and talk about and stuff. So with that, we got Kal Halal Yahweh Tzaba'awat Akkad, Shema Yashar Allah Yahweh Allahayana Yahweh Akkad, Barak Hashem Yahweh Ahab Yahweh Wa Akyam Wa Akwat. Shalom.